This is a bonus course to help you to start with YouTube Shorts. In this course, you will learn how to create the most watched American quiz shorts, the Would You Rather Challenge. An example of a small channel going viral with a long Would You Rather video. This topic appeals to a very large audience and easily goes viral on many quiz channels because it's a classic game that forces people to think critically and choose between two appealing or unappealing options. Why do these videos go viral easily? This is why you'll find people leaving their answers in the comments section, most of which are usually long and detailed. When YouTube sees this kind of engagement on a video, they will love to push it to more people. What we'll cover in this tutorial video, I'll show you step-by-step how to create these short and long videos quickly with Canva and ChatGPT. I'll show you how to add a cool intro and outro, a realistic and captivating voiceover, and I'll drop some tips and hacks along the way to make your work faster. If you truly want to go viral, I'll show you how to find the right topics to target using one of my secret tools. So let's get started. Writing the script on ChatGPT for the short videos, go to ChatGPT and give it this prompt. Ask it to give you 10 series of questions with 2 unappealing choices in a tabular form. Then, provide it with a guide to follow and ask it to add a random percentage of how people are likely to respond to the questions. If this prompt seems confusing, just keep watching and it will make sense in a bit. Starting a new project on Canva for the short videos, open Canva and go to the video section to choose mobile video. We are creating the template first, so I will zoom in on the timeline for you to see my steps clearly. The first thing you should do is to increase this page from 5 seconds to 7 seconds, which will be the length of the scenes. Next, I'll add a rectangle by pressing the letter R on my keyboard and enlarging it until it fills half of the canvas. Duplicate the rectangle by pressing Ctrl+D on your keyboard and place it below. Then at the top, choose 2 contrasting colors for the rectangles like orange and teal. Next, place a divider in the middle by adding another rectangle and changing the color to black. Expand it to fill the page like this and add a circle with the letter C on your keyboard. Change the color to black as well and decrease its size. Adding the texts. Add bold text from the text tab like this and go back to ChatGPT to copy one of the options and paste it in the box. Change the font to one of your favorites and increase the size to 56. Enlarge the text and make sure it is aligned to the center on this alignment button so that all the texts are placed correctly. Then go to Effects to add a black outline to it and increase the thickness like this. Duplicate the text, place it below, and go back to ChatGPT to copy the second option and paste it there as well. Duplicate the text one more time and type in OR in all caps and place it in the center of the circle. Increase the font size a bit and align the objects like this. Adding the frames, go to the Elements tab and search for Tablet. Switch to the Frame section and drag a horizontal tablet to the canvas. Enlarge it like this, place it in the middle, and duplicate it for the second option, which should be placed below. Adding the percentages. We'll need to duplicate one of the texts and add a percentage from ChatGPT. Reduce the border like this, place it on the question line, and increase the font to make it look bigger. Duplicate it and place it below to add the second percentage in it. Then you want to go back to ChatGPT and note the column with the highest percentage. For my demo here, you can see that option A mostly has the biggest number, so I'll add a green color to the first option and make the second option red. This will be changed later for scenes that don't fall in place, but adding the timer increases the page length, so I'll reduce it back to 7 seconds, then place the timer in the middle and let it cover the center circle. Next, hold the Shift key and click on the second question plus the frame. Right-click on your mouse and select Show Timing. Since both questions are not going to display at the same time, you want to drag the playhead to about 1.5 seconds and trim the start handle to meet the line. Then click on the timer, drag the playhead to 2.5 seconds, and move the timer to start there. Then drag the playhead once again to 5.5 seconds and trim the end of the timer to meet it, which will make the timer duration last for 3 seconds like this. Then at the same position where the timer ends, you want to click on the second question and trim the end handle there. Click on the first question and trim the end handle there as well. This will make both of them disappear along with the timer. Then, when they disappear, is the exact time the percentages should appear. So hold Shift and click on the two percentages to trim their start handles there, which is 1.5 seconds to the end. Adding the animation, select all the elements and click on Animate at the top to apply a pop animation and leave it on both. Adding the sound effects, go to the Elements section and search for Golf Swing under the Audio tab. Then drag the playhead to the start and scroll down to select Golf Swing 19. Again, drag the playhead to 1.5 seconds where the second option appears and click on the Golf Swing Audio to add the sound there as well. Then drag the playhead to 2.5 seconds, where the timer appears, and search for a clock-ticking sound to select Clock Ticking 2. Then drag the playhead to the end of the timer, which is 5.5 seconds, and trim the end of the clock sound there. Then search for Bell Store Ding, and choose Clerk 1. Simple hack to bulk create audio on Canva. Since the audio cannot be created in bulk, a hack you can use is this. Highlight all the elements and delete them, then download the page as a video to your PC and press Ctrl+G to undo the deletion. You can now upload the downloaded video and delete the sounds one after the other. Then click on the uploaded video and set it as the background. This way, the audio will always be available when reusing the template. Adding the images into two folders. Go to ChatGPT and look at the options. The first one talks about living without the internet, so go back to the Elements section and search for No Internet under the Photos tab. Right-click on the one you like and select Add to Folder. Create a new folder, and to make your work easier, you should create different folders for the options. So I'll call this Short A. Then look at number 2, which talks about sweet food, and search for sweet food to select one in the photo library. The folder you just created will appear, so add the picture to it and repeat the same for the other 8. Number 1 of option B talks about living without electricity, so you want to search for no electricity and add it to a new folder, which I will call Short B. Repeat the same for the other ones and add them to the new folder you created. Bulk creating the short videos. Go to the App section to select or search for it and choose Enter Data Manually. Clear the table first, go back to ChatGPT to copy the table content from top to bottom and paste it in the first block. Click on Add Image twice at the top to add columns for the two options. Then click on the first block to find the first folder and select the corresponding image, which is the man with no internet. Repeat the same for the other rows until you fill them and click on the second block. You will have to go back to the menu to select the second folder, and you simply need to fill the rows with the corresponding photos. When you are through with that, click on Done to move on. Now right-click on the first question, click on Connect Data, and choose Option A. Repeat the same for the second question and choose Option B. Do the same for the percentages and choose the options A and B %. Right-click on the frame as well and select the first image, which is for the first option. Repeat the same for the other frame and select the second image. Click on Continue. Since this template is 7 seconds long, generating the 10 scenes will make it 70 seconds, which is above YouTube Shorts requirements. So, I'll unselect 2 questions to generate 8 scenes, which will make it 56 seconds, adding colors to the percentages. Look at the scenes and edit the color of the percentages that are not correct. Simply make the higher numbers green and the smaller ones red. Setting this as I showed earlier means we only have 3 scenes that don't fall in place, compared to doing the same for every scene. Prompt ChatGPT for the voiceover. Before that, ask ChatGPT to combine the phrases for you with this prompt. This will turn the questions into sentences and make it easier to add a voiceover on top. Creating the voiceover on ElevenLabs. The tool we're using for the voiceover today is called ElevenLabs. It's free to use, and I'll leave the link below for you to register. Choose a voice from your dashboard. The most popular voice on this tool is called Adam, which is the one I'll use for this tutorial as well. Then, select the English version 1 from the third menu. Don't worry about the recommendation they gave, as this is the version that sounds best in my opinion. Go back to ChatGPT, copy all of the sentences like this, and create the audio once, but that means you'll have to split it on Canva, which will be a lot of hassle. Instead of that, a hack you can use is to copy the 8 sentences you need one after the other onto a clipboard like this, then paste the first one in the canvas and click on Generate. Repeat the same for the other sentences. Simple hack for adding the voiceovers. Go to the History tab in ElevenLabs, and you'll find the generated audios there. You can then check the top box to select all of the voiceovers at once and click on Download to save them to your PC. It will be downloaded in a zip file, so you need to extract it and go back to Canva. If I open the folder, you can see that the audios are named with date and time, which is too long to find easily on Canva. Another quick hack you can use is this. Select all of the audio and press F2 on your keyboard to rename them. Type a name here like short and press Enter. This will rename all the voices at once and add numbers to them, so you can easily upload them to Canva. Go to the first scene and click on the first audio, which is short 1. Drag the playhead to the second scene and click on short 2. I hope you see the reason for renaming the files, as you just need to repeat the same for the other scenes and select their corresponding voices.